Welcome to Heart of Economy. Today we are diving into a development that could shake not only Big Pharma but also the media industry, social media platforms, and even Wall Street investors. President Donald Trump has just signed a new memorandum targeting pharmaceutical advertising. On the surface, it sounds like a simple measure about listing more side effects, but in reality, this is a direct intervention into a multi-billion-dollar revenue machine. This move is not just about health policy, it's about power, money, and a financial battle that could reshape markets. Because at stake are drug companies, media networks, digital giants, and, of course, investors. So let's break this down step by step, looking at this history, the financial impact, and what it means for the future. Let's start with a fact. Only 2 countries in the entire world allow direct consumer pharmaceutical advertising: the United States and New Zealand. This privilege has turned America into the global hub of drug advertising. In 2024, pharmaceutical companies spent $10.8 billion on TV ads and another $19 billion on digital ads. That's over $30 billion in just 1 year, more than the total healthcare budget of many nations. And who are the big spenders? Companies like AbbVie, Pfizer, and GlaxoSmithKline. Take AbbVie as an example. They poured $2 billion into advertising, and in return, they made $6.5 billion in revenue in just a single quarter. That's not a cost, that's a money printing machine. But here's the hidden part. Those ads don't just sell drugs, they also keep the media alive. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, their biggest and most reliable advertisers are pharmaceutical giants. So, this system works in 2 directions. For drug makers, it's a profit engine. For media networks, it's financial oxygen. And that's exactly why Trump's crackdown is not just about health. It's a financial bombshell. Now let's look at Trump's decision. The memorandum requires drug companies to fully disclose side effects in their ads, whether on television or social media. It might sound like a small tweak, but in practice it changes everything. Why? Because the ads will get much longer. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. himself said, "Some ads could last 4 minutes." Think about that. A typical 30-second commercial already costs millions of dollars to produce and broadcast. Stretching that into 4 minutes means ad costs skyrocket, production budgets explode, and perhaps most importantly, longer ads lose their punch. This is essentially a hidden tax on Big Pharma. Costs rise, profit margins shrink, and Wall Street will not ignore that. And the FDA is not treating this lightly. On the same day, they issued over 100 enforcement letters and thousands of warnings to companies. In other words, this is happening. There is no turning back. But the story doesn't stop with drug makers. It also strikes at the heart of media and tech. In the US, television networks depend heavily on drug advertising. These ads are reliable, high budget, and recurring. If they shrink, media companies' balance sheets take an immediate hit. Networks like CNN, MSNBC, and even Fox could feel the pain, and the digital world may be even more vulnerable because the same rules will now apply to influencers and social media ads. Think about it. An Instagram influencer promoting a new weight loss drug would have to spend minutes listing every single side effect. Who would sit through that? The reality is this move could kill most pharmaceutical advertising on social platforms overnight. And that's bad news for the giants: Meta, Facebook and Instagram, Google, YouTube, TikTok, and others. Pharma and health have been some of their most profitable ad categories. If the revenue slows, so will their growth numbers. So really, this is not only about patient safety. It's also Washington pressing its hand on the financial lifeline of both media and social media companies. Is it political or purely economic? That's for you to decide. To understand the present, let's rewind to 1997. That year, the FDA relaxed its rules. Drug makers no longer had to list every single side effect in their commercials. Instead, it was enough to say, "Talk to your doctor," or "Visit our website for more information." That small change ignited an advertising explosion. Costs dropped, ads became shorter and more appealing, and pharmaceutical marketing skyrocketed. The result? A tidal wave of drug commercials on American TV, and, not coincidentally, a sharp rise in chronic diseases, mental health diagnoses, and other conditions. Now, 25 years later, Trump is essentially reversing that decision. It's history repeating itself. Corporations grow too powerful, and eventually government hits the brakes. Now, let's talk about Wall Street. This new regulation is a double-edged sword. It carries both significant risks and potential opportunities. The risks: AbbVie, Pfizer, Glaxo, their ad costs go up, margins go down. Many companies lose one of their most reliable revenue streams. Their quarterly earnings could suffer. Digital advertising growth slows, hurting Meta and Alphabet in particular. The opportunities: companies that embrace transparency may win consumer trust and build stronger brands in the long run. Those that innovate with new, compliant, and strategies could actually gain market share. And as pharma's reliance on traditional ads declines, new investment opportunities in health tech or alternative marketing could emerge. In other words, this is a turning point. Some players will lose big, others could pivot and win. The question for investors is simple: where will you stand? Trump's move is not just a health regulation, it's a financial earthquake that could reshape Big Pharma, media networks, and social media giants all at once. From AbbVie and Pfizer to CNN and Meta, the ripple effects will be massive. But what do you think? Is this really about protecting patients, or is it about curbing the financial and political power of media and pharmaceutical companies? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Heart of Economy. Hit the like button and turn on notifications, because we'll keep bringing you the latest insights right at the heart of economy. Stay tuned. See you in the next time.